right, Coach. Under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Between the Denver Broncos and our home team.
We go tonight. Mike 20.
56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The numbers on the ground for LT from last week. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Let's go. Do it.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. And 2 stop. Bring. Under 10. Under 10. Ready.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Elway. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
On 4th down, Goff. It's complete. Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run. Tomlinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Allen, the intended receiver. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
They run with Patterson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Elway. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well.
30 base.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
What I'm talking about.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's gone. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Throwing on second and 14. Goff looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Switch it.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a lot of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. To throw is Elway. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now it's Elway. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Elway will throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Elway to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. On first down, Tomlinson. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
From the 44, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
180. 5. What screen? 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Out of the gun. Gone. Dancing to his man. A big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Tomlinson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. They run the counter. Tomlinson, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, It's Gordon, and he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that is going to be incomplete. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Play action. It's Elway. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Patterson on the carry, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Elway. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Go. 20. Check 56. Don't get nervous. Slam. Value 1.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Switch up. Check. Crunch. Maverick. Twist.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Goff for Keenan Allen. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We go, 76, 76. Much 56. I'm coming after you.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. So left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said touchdown, Allen! Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's going to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Elway looking to pass again. That's complete to Cobb. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A good pickup there at 22. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the third down.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Mike 56, Mike 56. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Goff now looking to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky.
Watch the edge.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Tomlinson, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Check, 47. Get the ball.
On second down now. Tomlinson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. 1:47 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. On 1st and 10, Elway. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Elway. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Elway. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Elway. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's our deal. Now you won. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Goff going to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. There's Goff. And caught by Henry. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56 the mic. 56.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Goff.
56.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a